What is up, y'all? This is Hussein Nasser from iGeometry, where we discuss software engineering by example. Welcome to another ArcGIS Javascript API episode. Oh yeah, so I didn't want the week to end without posting something this week. I need to post at least one episode or one video a week. I mean, YouTube algorithm. YouTube is already punishing us. Yeah, that ship has sailed already, so we're gone. But yeah, I can't make. I used to make 3 videos a week, but damn, that's so hard, you know. Well, a lot of other YouTubers make it sound so easy, but it's really hard. All right, guys. Yeah, enough chatting, and let's get to work. I want to make this video as short as possible. As you can see, it's almost bedtime for me. Yes, I sleep early. All right. Yeah, tomorrow's work, so we need to do something real quick. I opened our issues list here, and I got a haircut. As you can see, it's much better now. It's summer. Yeah, I can't handle long hair. I like my long hair, but can't handle it in the summer, man. It's too hot. All right, so what can we do? Why is episode 6 an issue? All right, so obviously let's go through them. So one is a closed. That's cool, man. It took us like 1 hour and 20 minutes to do that thing last time, but I really enjoyed that episode. I hope you guys did. I mean, 143 of you actually enjoyed it. So yeah, it got like so far like 150 views or something. But yeah, it's I think you enjoyed it. But yeah, it's just like I like to sit down and just code and find bugs and fix bugs. And speaking of bugs, I'm gonna do a bug as quickly as possible. So what do we pick? We want to pick something really simple, something that takes like 15 minutes or 10 minutes or 20 minutes to build. So let's go through them. Attribute table show display. Attribute table show display the value for fields assigned to a coded. Man, who wrote this? Look at the grammar, man. Attribute table display the value for fields assigned to a coded value. Needs to display the value. So definitely we're not doing that. That's gonna take like another hour maybe. Yeah, we need to go through the coded value domains, explain those, and write functions for those, API for those, querying, do all of them. Identify tool in Nope, it's an enhancement, so it's gonna take us maybe like another hour to do. Make group layers collapsible. How about we run the application? Oh, the application is already running. That is cool. Let's do that. Okay, if it's running, then we can actually just take a look at the application and see what we can do. Make group layers collapsible. So this is actually interesting. So just like we can make these collapsible. So if it's a group layer, if it's a layer that has groups, might maybe make them collapsible. So if I click here, I show and hide the div inside this. Wonder if it's simple thing. You know what? Let's get to it. Maybe something. This is something. When listing. Let it requires some JavaScript stuff. Let's go through them. When listing the pages buttons for the first time, we need to highlight the first page. And we're not doing that. That is cool. Let's do that. I know, guys, it's not fair. It's just like a very simple thing. But yeah, I don't have much time to do like I need to watch my show before sleeping, and then yeah. So let's get to this one, right? So what is this bug? So if I click on something, oh my god, yeah, we need another bug, dude. Yeah, let's go something else. Yeah, if I view this, remember we did the zoom in. That's pretty cool. I'm so happy we did that. When we view, we said like we wanted to do it like to arrange these pages like Google does, where it's like one then 172, right? So you can go to the last page or the first page, and then you can go like next page, because nobody will go to the 66th page, right? I mean, why, right? Why? Right. So when I click this, I need to by default highlight page number 1, because that's what is highlighted, right? Because when I view a page, by default page number 1 is viewed, but it's not actually highlighted, so it's not like red. So let's do that. Very simple shit happen. Let's get this. Let's get to work. All right, so this work is on obviously an attribute table, so it should be an attribute table.js. And let's go through the load. So as we populate the pages, right? As we populate the pages, where is the function that populates the pages, right? We need to know that. That is the one that actually populates the table. I want that populates the pages. That's the zone that we wrote last time. Populate pages. There you go. It takes a count, and based on the feature count, remember, guys, you take the default page size and we divide it, and we do all this fancy math, and then it just works. All right. Yeah, so we take the pages and then we build a div, an attribute table instance. We take that, we loop through all the pages, and basically we start building up these pages. And since we're building this for the first time, see, I'm doing that pages dev.inner HTML equal. This is, by the way, guys, I don't know why, but this is one way to clear the we do this because the pages div will have content, and we need to empty that content before putting something else in it, right? So like if you go back to the page, like all this stuff there, and if you notice, if I click here, it's actually slow, right? Because, and most of the time, some time spent clearing that, and we found that, as I read somewhere online, that this method is actually slower than using JavaScript to loop through all the elements and then just empty them. So I'm gonna replace this method with actually cleaning up the div element this way. So it's really easy. You say basically while pages dev dot first child, right? If there is a child in this dev element, go ahead and do pages dev dot remove child, and then you do pages dev dot first child. It's really cool method. I wish I can give credit to the one who wrote it, but I forgot his name. But it's actually pretty cool. So yeah, so this does the same job, right? If I do this now, so you click here, you view all that, and then you click. Have you noticed it's actually much faster, much faster, right? Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Pages just like that. I'm on the next page, right? It's much faster because we're using the in this case the V8 engine, JavaScript, and Chrome to do the job instead of just slamming it. You know what? I don't know what's happening behind the scenes really. If somebody knows what's the difference between this and this, there's a huge difference. It does the same job, but one is actually much slower than the other. So that's the first thing we did. Some optimization. All right, the second thing, we can make an assumption that when populating the page, always view the first element of first page and reset page, and then look at that. So we do page, and look like for each page we do an event that says that when you click on me, make the target red, right? That's how the color changes for this, and it's really easy. I can just basically make the first page activated by doing this, right? A small if statement, seriously. If I plus 1, if I am in the first page, then page is what? Is a button dot style dot color red. Let's try that. And it works, right? But for some reason, for a stupid reason, you want to not view the first page, you want to view the last page, right? So we want to make this a little configurable. So we will add basically initialize init page, like which page are you initializing, and by default it's 1. So that's how you define a parameter in JavaScript, and then you can assign a default value for it. So by default I'm gonna say just like that, right? I would even make that color. So I would even use actually a different style, CSS, a class maybe, right? That's actually a better way to do things by creating on a where are we? Okay, so you create another class, maybe make a fancy button, make the font bigger, bolder, like things like that, instead of just referencing that. Maybe we'll do that one day, right? We'll apply some CSS, but I don't know. Today is not the day. Look at that, it works. So now if I populate pages, who calls populate pages? This guy calls populate pages. When I construct the attribute table for the first time, I send it this, and then this to the get account, and then if it's ready we call this, and then we populate that, and then populate that. So we can just say, like, for example, whatever, right? Last page. But that's the thing, we don't know here, we really don't know how many pages do we have. So sending a page number before you populate the pages is kind of odd, right guys? Don't you think? I think it's odd. I think it's odd. Yeah, I don't like that. Go to definition. Maybe we'll keep it this way. But I mean, if you're 100% sure that you have like 7 pages or whatever, we can do it this way. But yeah, Let's add some comments, guys. How about that? Highlight the first page by default. Cool. Cool. Huh. That is amazing. Look at all that stuff. It's highlighted by the Let's go to the states. We had a bug, I remember, right, guys? Maybe we'll just let's make sure it's there first. There's an issue there for the bug. Attribute page not showing the first row. Does not show the first row, and it's showing an empty last page. That's a bug, so it's logged. I'm not gonna tackle it today, but today is a day where we just yeah, it's a very short episode, right? And yeah, I don't know, it's like 15 minutes. That's cool. That's exactly what I wanted. It's a very light episode, guys. Again, this series won't be consistent in length. Sometimes we're gonna make 1 hour videos. Sometimes it depends on the time I spare, how much time I can spare to make these videos. But guys, I really appreciate your support. Thank you very much. Thank you for all your comments, and thank you for all the emails you send, for the likes. We actually reached 2,000 subscribers yesterday, I think. Yeah, yesterday, Saturday, I was like, I opened the YouTube channel. I saw like 2K. Wow, that's actually a great achievement. I completely forgot to mention it. But yeah, I'm so happy for this. 2,000 subscribers. Yeah, and yeah, I'm really happy, guys, that the content is really beneficial for you, and from your emails looks like you really enjoy it, and you're benefiting, and you're learning a lot of things, and you're building cool stuff. So keep building cool stuff. We can keep improving this application to be a better and better. Again, we have some sort of idea what we're building here, but we're learning, right? We're learning not only JavaScript API, the ArcGIS, we're learning JavaScript here, we're learning HTML, we're learning CSS, we're learning a lot of web development, we're learning Node, Node.js, NPM, cool stuff. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave you here. Thank you very much, and I'm gonna see you on the next one.